Hello everyone, this is the Chunky Monkey here to bring you a gameplay commentary on Battlefield Bad Company 2. Me and a couple of my friends here are playing Rush on Nelson Bay, and for any of you Call of Duty players out there who are watching this video, Rush is a demolition, is generally what it is. It's like you have these two objectives that you have to go after. And you can either plant a bomb or put C4 charges on it to blow it up, RPGs to blow it up. If you want to, you can take down the building, which you'll actually see a good example of us using tactics to take down a building. And since we weren't able to move our men forward, but that's later on in the video. So Rush is these two objectives that you have to go and capture. And if you once you capture both of them, you can move on into the next section, I guess you could call it. And on most maps, there's about 4 sections. And these huge maps on Battlefield Bad Company 2, and then in Rush, they just limit your maps down to about like 25% of the map that you get to actually play on. And it's probably one of the better game types on Battlefield because, well, Conquest is fun. You know, Conquest is like a lot like Domination. You have these 3 flags that you got to capture. Except Conquest adds a little bit of a team deathmatch feeling to it, because you actually have to get kills in order to win as well. But the problem with that game type, Conquest, is that spawn killing does happen quite often, and when it does happen, you're usually getting royally spawn kill. It's not like some guy, you know, infantry guy sitting there, you know, camping your spawn. You have a helicopter flying around your spawn, and if he's doing these maneuvers that are very difficult to take him down, then, well, you got a pretty big problem. But that game kind of can get, you know, unfun. I was about to say unfun. Can kind of get, you know, not very fun once somebody does spawn kill you. But other than that, it's pretty cool. You know, it's based off a lot of map control. If you use this map control, you know, you can usually come out on top. And then they have a couple of other game types like Squad Rush, which is pretty much this game type that we're playing right now, but only with 4v4, which it's pretty lonely, honestly. Like, when you're used to playing these 12-on-12 games and you jump into this 4-on-4, it gets pretty deserted almost, it seems like. But and then there's Squad Rush, which is, for any of you Halo players, it's a lot like multi-team. You have these 4 teams of 4, and you know, you guys battle off into a pretty much deathmatch. And it's just strictly team deathmatch. The team who comes out on top wins. That's pretty interesting because, you know, you're facing a lot of different enemies. You're not facing, you know, one team. You're facing people that are, you know, all around, and so it's interesting to play that. But it's only fun when you play with a full squad. But yeah, so we're playing Rush, as I said. This game's probably, you know, the most high action, fastest paced game out there. So, you know, that's why I like to play it. But we took the first 2 objectives. We're moving forward. And as you can see, this next area is quite open, with only minimal, you know, trees to cover behind in some, like, natural area. And you'll notice that we have quite a problem with getting past this section. And we'll be spending a lot of time on this section. But, you know, you'll find out that as a team, we come out on top. So right now, we're gathering our squad. And we're going to try to push this right flank here. I'm running with the medic class, so I can revive people when they go down. And that's another big thing about Rush. Rush, the defense, has unlimited amount of lives. They can keep spawning and keep spawning all they want. They can run out to the to, to the middle of the battlefield, shoot a guy, and then die, and it wouldn't matter. He'd actually be doing, some hurt to the attacker's team because, well, he took one of their lives away. Because the attacker team does not get unlimited lives. They get limited lives, and thus you need to kind of coordinate and get that objective before, all your lives run out. So if you're running as a medic class and you have the defibrillator, then you can revive your teammates, get them back up and fighting again, and you don't lose that life that just because he died. You'll get that life back, thus you'll have one more opportunity to go and get that objective. So we're moving forward. I noticed that they're on the right a whole lot, so I pushed the left flank and I ended up getting the the capture. So we're holding this, we're getting into position, watching it from multiple angles. I'm watching that door because their spawn is pretty close to that door. But as you see, they're all coming from the right over there because that's where they initially were. And I'm taking some heavy fire here, so lay down a med kit. And as you can see, that was not as heavily guarded as the objective on the right, so it was quite easy to get that objective. But now we have to make our way over to Fort Knox. And yeah, as you see, my teammates just got killed by that sniper who got a lucky collateral on them. So I try to take him out, and fortunately I do revive both of my teammates, and unfortunately get shot right in the back. That's the one thing you gotta watch out. If you're gonna be a medic, you don't want to just go run out and revive everybody you possibly see. People are gonna hate you for that, because you're gonna bring them right back up, practically spawning them right in the middle of the battlefield, right in the middle of fire. But unfortunately I did not see that enemy behind me. But we're pretty held down over here. They got like very heavy forces over there, defenses, and we're having a difficult time. They're spawning pretty close to this building we were staying at, so right now it's becoming kind of old to rush forward with infantry. But as you see right here, that guy, I was watching him die. He might ask, why was I doing that? It's because if I chose to spawn on him, I would spawn, and most likely I would just drop dead just like him. So it would have been, not very helpful to the team. So we're taking this left flank. We keep taking it because it's, not very heavily defended. However, getting over to the right from the left flank is the difficult part. See, I just got revived by a teammate, and he keeps reviving us. It's getting our tickets back, like you'll see right here, boom, revived again. It's getting our tickets back, however, it keeps getting me killed, and I eventually asked him to stop reviving me right about here, I did, and yeah, he did. He managed to kill the guy, though, that was about to kill me again, but I noticed that he went down, so I thought I'd give him a little taste of his own medicine, and, I revived him. Not like it's a bad thing, but, however, it's not a good thing right in the middle of a firefight. But, so we're back to this, square one. I start pushing forward, because I don't feel like sitting there, and of course, they're spawning right there, can't really do much right now, so, I'm kind of thinking, what can we possibly do? And as I'm trying to think, I notice that my friend tells me that he's stuck, so I go and switch over to a assault class here and get a weapon that allows me to have C4, and I get my fellow friend out of this little situation of his, and I go ahead and throw that down and just let him loose. But we're pushing forward. get shotgunned. It's another thing. That's probably a flaw in this game, is the shotguns. Because shotguns are pretty insane. Like, you know, you would think a shotgun, it spreads out, it doesn't have very long range, right? Well, apparently when you go and use a slug instead of a buckshot on your shotgun, it turns into a sniper. And you become pretty much a sniper without a ghillie suit. And you can shoot as far as a sniper rifle would shoot. It's really quite insane. It gets pretty annoying when you get killed by a weapon meant for close quarters from a mile away, but you know, it doesn't happen too often, but when it does, you know, it's not that fun. We're trying to push forward, you know, it's not going well. We are getting held back, like their defenses are very fortified. I swap back over to a medic to provide some, you know, health packs for these people who are in the battlefield. But you know, I get a different idea. You know, I tell my friends, let's hop on recon classes. Let's get our mortar strikes, and let's go and, you know, shoot the building and bring down the building. In Rush, you can bring down objectives. You can plant them. You can put C4 on them, like some type of explosive, or you can bring down the whole building that the objective is inside of. And that's what I'm trying to do right here. I get one mortar strike off on it to, you know, try to damage some of the building. And if you damage enough of the building's walls, the whole, like, roof will cave in on it, thus destroying the objective. So, you know, I'm running with this GOL 4x scope here, and trying to push forward. You know, gonna go help my teammates get held down a little bit, and throw out that so that they know. That's a motion sensor, by the way, any COD players out there. That'll detect enemy motions. It's pretty much, you know, where they are moving, if they are moving. So, you know, we're held down right here, and, you know, can't really do much. But, yes, this will conclude part 1. If you'd like to see part 2, it's going to be up on my channel, probably tomorrow, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. And, yeah, I'll see you guys then.